Hello. How's everybody doing? So you guys, today's pick a card is going to be a pick a card on you and your next boyfriend slash girlfriend slash partner relationship, your guys' love story, okay? Now I do want to remind everybody that not all love stories end in a fairy tale, right? Not all love stories end the way that we want them to end, but that does not make the love any less important or any less real. So keep that in mind. Love is an emotion, and you can experience love whether or not you and this person stay together forever or you stay together for 6 months, right? Love is love. Before I show you guys the piles, I do just want to remind you that today's reading and all my readings are only for those of kind heart and spirit. If you are not of kind heart and spirit, if you don't like me, this reading and none of my readings are meant for you. I do not wish to connect to your energy, so I will not be doing so. With that being said, I will just insert a clip of the piles right now. Group number 1 with the rose quartz, group number 2 with the amethyst cluster, group number 3 with the black tourmaline, and group number 4 with the pink calcite. If you guys need a moment to meditate on which pile is calling your name, y'all are free to that right now. And if you want to pick more than one pile, you guys are always welcome to do so. Alright, you guys have now picked your pile. Please go and check out my description box downstairs where I've left everyday timestamps for when your reading will start. And with that, let's go and jump into today's pick a card. Hello, group number 1. Welcome to your reading, you guys. I'm gonna, where did I put them? I'm like, where did I put the astrology dice? Okay, we will start off, you guys, with the astrology dice. We have Sagittarius, and we also have, what is this? Taurus. Sagittarius and Taurus. I'm gonna roll them one more time. Pisces and Aquarius. Okay, Sun, Moon, Rising, also Venus, 7th house, Juno, just depends. Go ahead and check out those placements though, you guys. So, starting off, we have the Wheel of Fortune, okay? Now, the Wheel of Fortune, you guys, is a very interesting card to start off a love reading. The reason for that is because the Wheel of Fortune usually does give me very, like, this doesn't mean that this is destiny, but it gives me destiny energy just because this signifies something that is like karma, right? This is good luck, this is bad luck. Now, a lot of people hear karma and they go, oh my God, that freaking sucks. And here's the thing, that is very incorrect, okay? If you hear the word karma and it triggers you and you go, oh, that's not good, that is not correct, you guys. That is not correct. Go research karma. Karma can be both good and bad. A lot of people like to associate karma with bad emotions or bad experiences, but karma could also be good because, like, you know, everything is in a loop. So with this card, you guys, that's what it's talking about. It's talking about karma. It's talking about good luck. It's talking about bad luck. So with this card, I oftentimes feel like this is a very personalized card because it does just really depend on the individual that we are talking about, right, you guys? So in regards to the love story of your guys' next relationship, I do feel like on some level it's going to be very karmic. Now, whether that is good karmic or bad karmic, it really does depend. And again, I know a lot of people tend to hear like, oh, a karmic relationship, this isn't good. That's not what it means, guys. So like, it's fine. But yeah, good luck, bad luck. Switching it up, okay? The next card we have here, you guys, is the 9 of Pentacles. The 9 of Pentacles, you guys, signifies luxury and abundance and things coming in a way where it's like, ooh, this is lavish. This is, I almost get like a feeling of like velvet or like a juicy peach or like honey dripping down someone's lip. Like it feels very decadent. That's what the 9 of Pentacles feels like. Feels very decadent. So I do feel like your guys' relationship is going to feel very rich, very creamy, very like, I don't want to say intoxicating because that's like, you know, but I do feel like there is a element of decadency in your guys' relationship. Now that could have to do with the level of emotion that is involved in this connection. That could also have to do with the level of intimacy or physical connection that is involved in this relationship. For some of you, it could also mean that there is a level of like literal decadence or luxury involved in this relationship. So like perhaps one of you guys make a lot of money and there's like spoiling going on either on your side or their side. But for me, this tells me that this relationship is a very rich, decadent, luxurious relationship. Again, in all those ways that I just mentioned, or one or two of those ways that I just mentioned. So now the next card we have here is the Seven of Cups. So the way that you guys may meet your next person could be online, just because this does signify having multiple options in front of you and not being able to see clearly. As you guys can see here, this like little baby giraffe is like in the clouds, okay? His neck is so tall, he's like, I can't see, okay? So basically, this is, I have a lot of choices in front of me, or I have a lot of options in front of me. I don't know which decision to make because I can't see clearly. With this, again, you guys could be meeting this person online. The main thing I'm getting with this particular card, with this setup of cards, I feel like this is saying that you guys may have your head a little in the clouds in regards to this person, or you may have a little bit of like rose-colored glasses on in regards to this person. Now, it's also possible that this person may have rose-colored glasses on for you. It just really depends, but this is like not seeing things for what they are, right? Now, again, sometimes that could be a really detrimental thing in a relationship, especially if there's like toxicity going on. I'm not necessarily right now picking up on anything toxic, you guys, but it's just like, be aware, right? Don't paint someone to be perfect, because nobody's perfect, right? That's kind of what this card is saying. It's like, get your head out of the clouds and ground yourself within this connection, because no one's perfect. No relationship is perfect, right? You guys may start out this relationship on a note where you both are kind of just so in love and so infatuated with each other, where it's like, oh no, he's perfect. He's my soulmate. He's perfect, or she's perfect. And it's like, yes, they may be your soulmate, but nobody's perfect. So like, let's just, bring it down a little bit, ground ourselves. And then we have the 10 of Pentacles, you guys. Now, the 10 of Pentacles talks about luxury and abundance and having money. Again, there could be like money involved in this connection. The main thing I get with this, though, you guys, is long-term investments. So again, it could be that you guys are in a relationship with someone who money is important to them and they like to spoil the people that they're in relationships with. That's a possibility for some of you. For others of you, though, this is talking about putting in the hard work and the effort today so that we can have a stable relationship tomorrow. It's important to set a solid foundation in this relationship, group one, because that's, the foundation is the most important part of the house, right? So make sure that within this relationship, you guys set a firm foundation. Make sure that the foundation is solid. Good communication, openness, vulnerability, okay? Not hiding things from one another. These are important things in a relationship. Loyalty, trust, all that jazz. So the foundation's important. And I do feel like with this setup of cards, you guys, it does feel like you guys are going to be willing to set in or put in the work to set that strong foundation. But it's just a matter of remembering that nobody's perfect, and sometimes people mess up. Keep your head out of the clouds and grounded in regards to this relationship, because oftentimes when we have our heads up in the clouds and we are looking at something with rose-colored glasses, we tend to get disappointed, and I don't want you guys to get disappointed, group number one. So, and again, I'm not saying they're going to do anything that's horrible, but if they're human, they're probably going to disappoint you at one point or another. That's just reality. So now we have Mars, you guys. Mars is all about moving forward, and it says defend self, okay? Mars is the planet of aggression. Mars is the planet of war and, fighting. It's also the planet of adult energy, okay? So connecting to someone in that adult manner, you guys. With this card, I really am kind of just getting the energy that there may be a lot of passion involved in this relationship. Again, with that Seven of Cups, it really does give me the energy of just you're my soulmate, you feel kind of perfect, and maybe looking at someone with a little bit too much of a foggy vision, right? So with this Mars, I feel like this Mars is coming in to add a little bit of grit into this relationship. So if you guys do have fights, if you guys do have disagreements, it is okay to express your frustrations with each other openly. And I feel like you guys are going to learn how to balance being upset and having emotions of oh, this really made me mad when you did this, or this really hurt my feelings when you said this. I feel like you guys are going to learn in this relationship how to, I don't want to say how to fight, but you guys may learn how to express your anger or express your negative emotions in a productive manner, and you guys may be able to solve problems with each other with more ease as the relationship progresses. So also, this could be signifying you guys having a passionate physical connection as well. So there is Mars. That is connected to Aries energy and Scorpio energy, which Scorpio popped up. I feel so bad when people are like, ugh, I don't want a Scorpio. I'm just like, Scorpio, I know you're so loyal. Scorpios, you guys are literally, and I can say this because I've dated a lot of Scorpios, and most of the people in my family are Scorpios, okay? I have a Scorpio moon, okay? Scorpios, you guys, are very, very loyal when they love you, okay? So if a Scorpio has done you wrong, it's because they didn't, like, it, I don't want to say they never loved you, but like, they could have just never loved you. You know what I'm saying? But when a Scorpio loves you, they will love you for the rest of their life. Like, Scorpios are that deep to, once they care about you, once they love you, they are never going to not love you. Even if things end, even if things dissolve, this is like, Scorpios are really loyal, and I feel like they get a bad rap and they don't deserve it. And I love you, Scorpio, and I'm sorry people are rude to you. Anyways, this is intensity. This is exposing. Holy heck. Okay, so you guys know, like, I just went on a tangent about Scorpio. I didn't know that it was saying exposing on this particular card. I find that interesting. So intensity, exposing, purging, and renewing. So throughout this relationship, you guys, there will be an exposing, or there will be an unlifting, an unveiling, if you will, of the clouds, okay? So this relationship will start out very much like, we're in love, and then there may be a moment where things get really intense, and you know, people's true colors come out, and we see people for exactly who they are. And again, you guys, because we have this Wheel of Fortune here, this is not a good thing or a bad thing. It's going to be completely and totally dependent on you, your specific situation, and this other person's specific situation, okay? Because again, karma goes both ways. So yeah, there's intensity here though, you guys. And the beautiful thing about Scorpio energy is it's transformative, right? And a lot of people are scared of Scorpio energy because it's dark and it's intense and it's a lot, but it's transformative and it's really beautiful. So I love that. Also, Scorpios are connected to the groin area, so okay, magic. All right, so we have to talk more, you guys. Group number 1, I want you to get very comfortable with, if something bothers you, if something makes you mad, this is upsetting me, okay? If something is making you happy, if someone's doing something in this relationship that is pleasing to you, voice that. Like, I feel like it's important. And here's the thing, I don't want to like get into who is who here, right? But with this relationship, you guys, I feel like a big part of this relationship is opposites attracting. A big part of this relationship is somebody who is really, really intense, somebody who may have a high emotional intensity, and someone who has more of like, I don't want to say lower emotional intensity, but somebody who's not necessarily like super in depth with their emotions, okay? And I feel like there's like a clashing of energies here where it's like, I am really emotional, okay? I feel my emotions very deeply, and this other person is more like, I just am not. So I do feel like it's important that communication is the first thing that we set down in this relationship's foundation. I just feel like this is a key component, okay? And again, talking about that foundation, this is super, super important that you guys just talk more. And not only that you guys talk more, but that you guys take time, like quality time out to have conversations, right? Don't be on the phone. Don't be doing something else. Don't be working when you guys are trying to have serious conversations. Like, I feel like this is important for you guys to have serious conversations or serious time out of the day or times out in the week where you both sit down with no phone, no technology, no TV, and you guys actually talk and you guys spend time together, going back and forth in conversation about serious topics, about playful topics, about whatever. But I feel like this is really important that you guys get this foundation, okay? So we also have finding balance, which finding balance is talking about, things maybe being a little bit unbalanced. So again, someone with high intensity emotions and somebody who may have a little less intense emotions. So like, we need to find balance between the two. We need to find balance in between let's have fun and let's be serious and get emotional, right? We need to find balance with that, because I feel like you guys are both opposite, and opposites can work very beautifully with each other, you guys, or they can also like clash and combust. So it's important, again, that we find balance, that we don't have a relationship that is just filled with high intensity and constantly, going over intense emotions or having really intense, deep conversations. We need to sprinkle in some lightness or sprinkle in some fun, right? I think it's important to have intense emotional conversations, but I also think it's important to have a light heart, especially when you're in love with somebody. It's important to go in the relationship wanting to have a good time, wanting to have fun, wanting this person to be your best friend. So finding balance is important. We have self-respect. This relationship may be a journey for the both of you to find more self-respect with each other, setting boundaries. I feel like understanding that you can love someone and still set boundaries with them, you guys. That may be a big component in your guys' relationship. We have inner temple. This is devotion. Tune into the portal of your heart. You guys, I find it interesting because these are two people here, right? They look like two twins to me, but they are both tuning into the portal of their heart and they are balancing, you guys, okay? So you guys have the capability in this relationship to balance each other out. And that, I feel like, is when the foundation is set nicely. Now, if the foundation's not set nicely and we don't have open communication and, a good repertoire with each other, I feel like there is a possibility for things to be a little chaotic. But I feel like through you guys balancing out your emotions together and finding this peace, finding this balance within your heart, both of you, I feel like that's when you guys are able to, have peace within the relationship. So we have be supportive, and it says make a genuine effort to show that you care. This is with any relationship, you guys. It's so important to show that you care about the other person and that it's not just a one-sided, like, oh, I want to be shown that I'm cared about. I want to be spoiled. I want to be baby. Both people need to be spoiled in a relationship. Both people need to feel like they are cared. Now, the way that both people are spoiled can be different, but I do feel like it's important to show that there is love and care between the two of you. So with this, you guys, if your partner has a dream and you're not necessarily all about this dream, or you're like, that's a little unrealistic, or that's not, something that I would personally do, or I don't think it's possible for you to do that, it's not your place, or it's not productive to put someone down in regards to their dreams. It's not productive to be like, I don't support you. I do feel like it's important that no matter what in this relationship, that you both support each other through the things that you are wanting to pursue, and also support each other within the connection, right? So just showing little things every day that you care about this person, showing little efforts, little acts of kindness or acts of love to show this person that you care, that you love about them. I feel like that's really important for them. We also have you are limitless, and it says you can do anything you choose. So again, you guys, taking it back to this Wheel of Fortune card, I do really feel like this relationship, the longevity of this relationship, the health of this relationship, everything that has to do with this relationship is truly up to you guys, the individual. And it's like that with any relationship, but I feel like with this one specifically, it's really an open book that is ready to be written in, right? It's a blank page. It's a blank canvas. We can paint whatever it is that we want, but it's important that we, again, lay that nice foundation. So you are limitless. You can do anything. I do feel like this is going to be a relationship where you two are very supportive of each other. I'm almost getting I feel like for some of you, this person was a really good friend of yours before you guys started dating, or perhaps you guys meet each other and there is this automatic attraction, but you guys start out as friends, or you guys start out in a more slow process, because this feels like a friendship that turns into love, or it feels like we are supportive of each other. We are like each other's confidants. We have intimacy. So intimacy has popped up for you, group number 1, multiple times throughout this reading. I do feel like this intimate physical connection that you and your next boyfriend or girlfriend share is going to be really, really important. This may be a really nice way for you guys to reconnect with each other at the end of the day. And I know not everybody's comfortable with this energy. If you're not comfortable with this energy, this is not for you. But I do think that this is a really healthy part of a relationship. So if that's how you guys connect at the end of the day, that's great. This says bonding, sensuality, and confiding. Again, it's important that you guys are able to confide in each other. It's important that you guys are able to be raw, vulnerable, and open with each other. Communication, okay, you guys? And don't hide yourself in the sensual manner. I feel like it's completely and totally okay for you guys to express your emotions through that physical intimacy with this partner. So I do feel like this relationship is really passionate, but it has a more cute feel to it. I feel like you guys genuinely care for each other beyond the physical realm, okay? We have conflict, and this says clashing differences and incompatibility, babe. So this incompatibility, again, you guys, I don't want to sit here and give this relationship like an execution sentence, okay? I'm not trying to say that. This incompatibility is talking about you two being very opposite from each other, or you two being very different from each other. And again, we have free will in this lifetime, you guys. You are free to do whatever you want. If two people want to make this relationship work, you can 100% make it work. However, incompatibility for me is referring to you guys having very different views on the world, or different ways about going about a relationship, different emotional intensity levels, okay? You guys may clash a lot. I don't know if you guys are clashing on like religious matters or political matters, or again, like these emotional matters where it's like I have a lot of emotions that I need to share and you're not giving me what I need emotionally. That could also be the case, you guys. And then we have longing, okay? And this says craving, aching, and wanting. It feels like a normal relationship where there's a lot of like ups and downs, or there's a lot of like, you know, things can sometimes, we can bump heads sometimes, right? We can fight sometimes. Things can be a little chaotic sometimes. But I do feel like at the end of the day, you both do love each other. You both do care for one another. So it is important, I think, group number one, to just remain in that energy of knowing that you two care for each other. If there is conflicts that you guys are unable to get over, then it makes sense for you to walk away. But if you're able to work through it, then work through it. We have I look for you everywhere. Again, if this is somebody that has been your best friend, or this person becomes your best friend within the relationship, if you two were to separate, I do feel like they are going to look for you everywhere. It's also possible that during the day when this person's at work or when this person's at school, they get random like little sensations that just remind them of you, or they see something that reminds them of you. You're just constantly on this person's mind throughout the day. And I do feel like this relationship, again, there is love, there is care in this relationship. To be honest, it does feel like a relationship that has a little bit of like young energy, or energy of just like, maybe we don't 100% know what we're doing, but like it feels right, so let's just keep walking forward. Okay, just being near you is intoxicating. A lot of physical attraction, a lot of physical energy here, a lot of adult energy. Being around you is intoxicating. You guys may have a really great adult life together. Like you guys may be very compatible in this manner. I'm getting that strong. And then I feel you leaving me behind. So this person could have a fear, you guys, of being left behind or being abandoned. Maybe you have abandonment issues or they have abandonment issues, but there could be a fear on one of your guys' side of there being some abandonment. And maybe that's why perhaps this conflict is coming up, or this energy of like a combustion coming up. But overall, you guys, like the relationship does feel loving. It does feel like you two care about each other. I feel like communication or miscommunication may be a factor in the clashing. I'm going to go ahead, you guys, and roll some letters really quick. R popped out. Group number one, these are all the letters that popped out for you guys. Go and see if you can find your name, your initials, this person's name, this person's initials. If you guys have nicknames or words that maybe be significant in this relationship, you can also go ahead and search for that. So, physical passion is a really important thing in this relationship. I feel like it's on both parties though. I don't feel like it's one-sided. So if you aren't connecting to that energy, then that part is not for you. I also do feel like there is this energy of like youngness in this relationship, or an energy of maybe not having a whole lot of experience in relationships. And again, if that's not the case and you do have a lot of experience in relationships, I feel like there's just an energy of like young love, or like fresh. Maybe you guys have been in a relationship for a long time, you got out of a relationship and then got into another one, and it's like new and fresh, and things just feel a little, you know what I'm saying? It feels fresh, you guys, okay? Also, there is an energy of, you know, wearing rose-colored glasses throughout this relationship, and maybe dismissing things that you wouldn't normally dismiss because you care so much about this person, or because this person cares so much about you. So I do feel like it's important to ground yourself right off the bat, and to hold a realistic view of this person, because we're all human, we all make mistakes. And yeah, I do feel like there is some clashing. I do feel like there is some differences. And it could just be on an emotional level where you guys just differ emotionally. It could have to do with more like worldly things such as politics or religion, or work ethic, okay? It just really depends, you guys. Overall, though, I do feel like this relationship is a relationship where these two people care about each other and are trying their best, right? Trying their best to make the relationship work, trying their best to make the relationship as stable as we can. I don't know how this relationship will turn out, you guys. I hope it turns out well. I hope you and this person have everlasting love and happiness. If that's not the case, I'm sorry. But yeah, that's my hope for you guys. That's my wish for you. So thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you. I love you. Let me know below how this has resonated, and I'll talk to you guys really, really soon. Okay, bye. Okay, hello, group number 2. We have Aries and we have Scorpio. So both ruled by Mars. Find that rather interesting. Aries, I feel like I get very active energy, very passionate energy, aggression, of course. And Scorpio is lustful energy. Scorpio is transformative energy. So Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, 7th house, Juno. You guys? We have Scorpio again and we have Aries again. So regardless of if this is in your chart or in their chart, I honestly don't care at this point if this is you or them. This relationship holds a lot of passion, you guys. Period, point blank. If these signs, if you're like, no, I don't want to date a Scorpio, I don't want to date an Aries, I'm not a Scorpio, I'm not an Aries, I don't have that in my chart, I don't care. This is a passionate relationship. First card we have here, you guys, is the 7 of Pentacles. Now, this is depicted in many different ways, you guys, throughout, different tarot decks. The main thing I want you to take with this card is the energy of look girly. We want to put a seed in the ground. We are going to take care of the seed. We are going to hope that this seed grows to be this beautiful tree. Now, sometimes this is depicted as the crop not coming into fruition, or we wanted this to grow. We wanted this to be something successful and it didn't. However, in this depiction, you guys, as you can see, this is a beautiful, healthy tree, okay? Those roots look strong. We have little pentacles growing here. Money growing on trees, all right, you guys? So for me, this is signifying the health of this relationship, okay? I do feel like this will be a rather healthy relationship for a lot of you watching this. But, and this is a but, okay? This relationship will not come without work, without effort, okay? You can't just put a seed in the ground and then say, oh, I hope you're taken care of, okay? I hope something comes of this. No, okay? You need to go water that seed. If you don't water your seed, how are you going to grow a tree, okay? You can hope that it rains, but what if it doesn't? What if there's a drought? What if you live in California? What if you live in the desert? How's your tree going to grow? It's not. So make sure, you guys, that with this card, you understand that this relationship has the potential to be long-lasting, to be healthy, to be fruitful, to be prosperous, okay? But it needs to be watered, okay? So make sure you water this relationship and understand that it's going to come with work. It's going to come with effort. You got to put in a little bit of effort. You can't just be like, I want everything to be a fairy tale. That's not what this card is. This card is not a fairy tale. This card is like, put in the work, okay? Water your tree. And then we have jealousy. I don't know if this is jealousy around you or if this is jealousy around your partner. I don't know, okay? But this is jealousy, and this is the feeling of I have to defend my position because other people don't think that I'm worthy of being in this position. So in regards to a relationship, it could just be that either you or this other person has jealous tendencies. Now, sometimes this works, you guys, and sometimes this doesn't work. I know people who don't like jealous people will say this, like, jealous energy will never work. However, it's not the case, okay? It's not the case. It just depends on you and your partner and your boundaries that you set with each other, okay? So jealous energy may come up within this relationship, again, either on your end or on their end. And that's not to say this is healthy or unhealthy. This is just to say that jealousy could be coming up between the two of you. If it's not coming up between the two of you, then it's coming up from people around you or people from your past or people from their past being jealous or having some type of like, you don't deserve them, okay? Now, this could even be like in-laws, you guys. I don't know why I'm getting that, but I just kind of feel like for some of you, this may be like a mother-in-law or a father-in-law or a sister-in-law where it's like, a little toxic, a little like, ooh, I don't like that you guys are together, and the need to like defend the relationship. So that's also popping up, you guys. Okay, stay with me because this does get good. Like, every relationship has struggles, you guys, and that I feel like is a struggle that is coming up in this relationship, but everything else seems like, okay, this is a good relationship, so just trust me. We also have the Heart of Cups. The Heart of Cups talks about somebody who's emotionally secure, someone who's emotionally intelligent, someone who's caring, someone who's nurturing. This is Pisces, Scorpio, and Cancer. This person is someone who may have a little bit of a softer energy, especially in this relationship, because I'm not necessarily reading them as an individual, I'm reading this relationship. So I do feel like perhaps when you two come together, you two are going to be very soft and gentle with each other, and the way that you guys speak to each other and the way that you guys are like physically intimate with each other. It's also very possible that you guys are very nurturing to each other. And I don't feel like this is a one-sided situation. I feel like you guys are both very nurturing. You're both very like, are you okay? Do you have a good day, babe? What can I do to help? Like, I feel like it's an equal nurturing energy coming on, right? So yeah, I also feel like you guys are going to have really good communication in regards to like your emotions. I don't feel like you're going to have to dance around certain things. Like, I feel like you guys are able to kind of come at conflict or come at disagreements head on, and you don't have to be like, oh, let me like censor my words. It's like you guys get to be very vulnerable and open with this person. So beautiful. Now we have Jupiter, okay? And you guys may have Jupiter in the 10th house, okay? Jupiter in the 10th house. Jupiter is represented by Sagittarius energy, and the 10th house is represented by Capricorn energy, you guys. So with Jupiter, this is grow and expand. So anything that has to do with Jupiter, you guys, Jupiter makes things expand, right? Jupiter makes things go, okay? So with this, I do feel like, okay, because you guys know, I shuffled off camera, right? I shuffled off camera. Out of most of the groups, I feel like this group has the most probability of this relationship blossoming into something that is very long-term or more stable, okay, you guys? So with this connection, I do feel like you guys have a lot of potential to grow together, to expand together, to move in together, to buy a house together, maybe to have children together. Obviously, depending on what you want. It could even lead to marriage. I don't want to say that for certain because I don't want to get anyone excessively excited, but this is good, okay? Having Jupiter come up in this reading is good, you guys, okay? It's expansion. Shaw. In the 10th house, you guys, says structure, discipline, life mission, accomplishments, and career. Sometimes this talks about fame or public perception, you guys. Here's the thing. When I get the 10th house in a love reading, it makes me feel like a relationship that is meant to last, or a relationship, again, that has like legs on it, right? Now, this could also be talking about public perception in regards to how your family and your friends see your relationship. So again, this could come under, like, you guys could come under like public scrutiny, okay? And by public, I mean like your friends and your family, maybe your coworkers. So there could be a lot of opinions around this relationship. But overall, like with this 10th house, I really just feel, you guys, like this has potential to be a long-standing connection, a long-standing relationship. So we have connection. All right. Now, here's the thing, you guys. I feel like you guys have a connection that other people just don't understand. I feel like maybe your friends just don't get it. Maybe your family just doesn't get it. I don't know. But there's something around you guys where I feel like you two together understand the connection. You two together are like, okay, we get it, right? But other people don't seem to get it. This relationship may develop really fast. And maybe that's why your friends and your family are like, whoa, 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 whoa. Like, you were single last Tuesday, girly. What are you doing? You're engaged already. What are you doing? Ow. But I do feel like the most important thing throughout this relationship is that the two of you have this connection, that the two of you take time off of work to spend time with each other, or you take time away from the hustle and the bustle, the day-to-day, to reconnect with each other. I also feel like when you two are with each other, it's almost like time moves differently. I feel like time may feel like it's moving really fast when you two are with each other, because we're just wrapped up in each other's love. We're just wrapped up in being with each other. Yeah. That's beautiful. You guys may also connect with this person through music or through going on vacations, through travel. Now, the next card I have here is the Union of Hearts, and it says a love connection that defies explanation. So again, you guys, I do feel like there is some outside conflict, and I don't know if it's your friends or your family. It could also maybe be your work schedule. It could be perhaps you guys living not close to each other. Now, when I say that, you guys, it doesn't always, it doesn't mean that you guys live on opposite sides of the country. It doesn't mean that you guys live on opposite sides of the world. Although that could be the case for a lot of you watching this, I feel like it's more so possible that you and this person may not have compatible work schedules or not have compatible like day-to-day life routine schedules, right? So coming together and making time for each other is something that you really do have to make an effort for. Also, you guys, with this card, it's also very possible that you guys meet in a way that is a little bit like extraordinary or in a way that is unexpected, and it's like it defies explanation. It feels like fate. It feels like destiny, but it doesn't feel like something that you can explain. It's this intangible, us being drawn to each other like magnets. You know what I'm saying? So the Union of Hearts, a love connection that defines explanation. Okay, so the next one we have here, you guys, is pause and reflect. When you guys are fighting, I feel like, again, because there is this emotional vulnerability and there is this energy of like, I can say anything to you, I do think it's very important for you guys to take time out when getting into an argument to pause, reflect on the situation, reflect on how it is that you're feeling. Take time to understand what is causing your hurt or your pain or your frustration, and then come back and talk about it. Also, with this card, you guys, it's very possible that you guys may I don't want to say break up in this relationship, but you guys may take time out from this relationship to pause and reflect, because I feel like for a lot of you, this relationship develops very quickly. You guys almost have this like, it doesn't feel necessarily chaotic, but it feels like we are mixing something up really quickly. It feels like a blender. Does that make sense? It feels like a woo. I don't know why it feels like that, but basically, you guys may meet this person, have a strong connection, fall in love, or be like, oh, I think I kind of want a relationship with you. And it may scare either you or this other person, and there may be a moment where you guys need to take time away from each other to pause and reflect, because I think things may just be happening too quickly. And again, for others of you, it could just be talking about when you guys get into arguments, it's important to not just have like verbal vomiting, you know what I'm saying, and just take time to really think and to contemplate what it is you're feeling and how to deliver that message in a way that's not going to hurt the person you're with. So pause and reflect. All right, you guys. If there is a moment where this person pulls back a little bit, or where you feel like you need to pull back to pause and reflect, I don't want you guys to get scared or to get insecure with this connection. I want you guys to know that it is a two-way street here. Like, this person feels the way that you feel about them. You love them, they love you. It may just be a feeling of like, oh, this is happening really fast and I'm getting a little nervous. Do you know what I'm saying? There may also be, again, outside circumstances that may scare either you or this other person into wanting to pull back a little bit. And again, don't be scared if that happens. We have play more. All right. So I do feel like this relationship, again, like when you two are together, it's just like, we're just having a good time. I don't feel like this relationship is going to be filled with arguments or disagreements or, you know what I'm saying? I don't feel like there's drama in this relationship between the two of you. I feel like any conflict or any issue, I mean, of course, you guys are going to have issues between the two of you. Every relationship has conflict. But I feel like any major issues that you two have will be caused by outside situations. You know what I'm saying? Situations that don't have anything to do with the two of you. Because I do feel like both of you guys play together really well. I feel like you guys get along. I feel like you guys have compatibility on a level of like, we want to go the same place in life. Like, we have the same life goals and we have the same world views. Like, I don't feel like you guys have differing opinions on things that are important to you, right? So you guys are really compatible, and I do think you guys have a lot of fun together and you do enjoy each other's company very much. So any issues that are coming in, I feel like is from other people. Now we have commitment. This says marriage, promises, and fidelity. Fidelity. This, not infidelity, fidelity. This is talking about commitment, you guys. This is talking about marriage. This is talking about you are the love of my life, and I am willing to, like, you are my soulmate. Like, I want to be with you, okay? I want to freaking be with you. There's loyalty in this relationship, you guys. There's commitment in this relationship. Again, if one person pulls back at first, don't get scared, because I do feel like this relationship is going to result in a very serious commitment, and I feel like that's because you two are drawn to each other. You guys enjoy being with each other. You guys have, again, this magnetic connection that draws you to each other, and I don't feel like that's going to go anywhere with ease. I feel like that's going to last for quite a while for a lot of you watching this. So do keep in mind, again, if there is that taking a break, commitment, I do feel like will come about. Now we also have apology, and this is forgiveness. It says return and sorry. So again, if there is this pause and reflect moment in the beginning of the relationship, you guys, please don't get scared. Please don't get like discouraged. Obviously, if there's like toxic behavior going on, you guys, that's not okay. And that's not what this relationship is giving me at all. So if you're like, oh, this is my toxic ex, no, it's not. Like, this does not feel like somebody who's toxic at all. This doesn't feel like somebody who has bad intentions towards you or someone who's not ready to commit. This doesn't feel like someone who is afraid of falling in love. This feels like someone who perhaps is like, oh, this is going really fast. I need a moment to like, you know what I'm saying? So again, there may be some separation, in which case they would apologize. Also, I also feel like for a lot of you watching this, it is important to be very generous with our apologies. I feel like this goes both ways. Again, I feel like it's important for you to say sorry when you're wrong, for them to say sorry when they're wrong, and to not be ashamed to be in the wrong, right? So forgiveness will be in abundance in this relationship. We also have peace, and this is balance, harmony, and friendship. You guys do have a very balanced relationship. I do feel like there is harmony in this relationship. And again, friendship. You guys enjoy being with each other. You guys have fun with each other. You guys play well together. I feel like this relationship is very much like two people who are just really freaking compatible. Two people who get along on a level where it's like, yeah, I agree with you on this. And you guys think the same. That's what it is. Y'all think the same. You guys have the same mindset. So peace. Okay. All right. So we're going to get into some heavy stuff now. We have I regret lying to you. All right. So there could be a little bit of lying going on in the relationship, especially in the beginning, you guys. Now, also this lying could have to do with like, oh, I lied about where I was, or I lied about how I was feeling on this day, or I lied about something that was like not that important. So this is saying like, I regret that. So again, apologies coming up. All right. Apologies coming up. We have, it was my fault, but I blamed you. So again, taking responsibility, apologizing, it was my fault, but I blamed you, an apology, right? So with this is someone who's taking ownership and recognition of their faults, or taking recognition of the fact that they messed up. It's my fault. I was blaming you, but it's my fault. Again, for me, you guys, both these I regret lying to you and it was my fault, but I blamed you cards, they feel very much like cold feet in the beginning. They feel very much like, oh my God, like I just met my soulmate and I'm scared. Like, I don't know if I'm ready for this. Am I ready for marriage? Am I ready for kids? Like, you know, it feels a little bit just like nervous energy coming up, and perhaps this person being a little bit flighty at first. And again, I'm not telling you guys to chase anybody or to be like, oh, they ran away or they don't want to be with me and it's just toxic. This person isn't toxic, you guys. It just feels like, I'm in love, you know? And then we have, I unconditionally love you. Okay. Which is why this marriage card popped up. So, bippity boppity boo with that. I'm going to go ahead, you guys, and roll some letters for you really quick. All right, group 2, these are all the letters that popped out for you guys. Go ahead and see if you can find your name, your initial, if you know this person, their name, their initials, or a nickname that you two may have for each other. Also, there may be words of significance here, you guys, so go ahead and just check that out. We also have DAT, so DAT as well. Group number 2. Basically, this is what I feel like. This relationship is not going to go without work. This relationship requires work. Every healthy relationship requires work. So work is required. I do feel like it will be successful if we put in the work, right? Also, there may be some jealousy, again, coming out from other people around you, maybe within the relationship. There is this deep emotional depth that you two carry for each other. I do feel like there's there's unconditional love here, you guys. There's possible commitment, not possible commitment. There is commitment here. Possible marriage, you guys, okay? I feel like you two are going to be very loyal to each other. Even outside of the relationship, like just on a friend level or just on a human-to-human level, I do feel like you guys will remain very loyal to each other on some level, right? We also have Jupiter, growth, expansion. You guys will grow and expand together, possibly having some type of like, public persona or public view, something that's going to last a while. If there is any issue in the beginning of the relationship, you guys, it feels more so of like, I'm scared because I'm falling in love and it's happening so fast and I wasn't prepared for this and I just need time to like recollect myself, okay? So if that does happen in this relationship, don't freak out. It's going to be okay. So that's what I got for you guys. Group number 2. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you. Let me know below how this has resonated. Thank you. I love you. And I'll talk to you really soon. Okay. Bye. All right, so before we get into group number 3, you guys, I just did the reading, and to be honest with you, it's a really freaking heavy reading. I don't feel like this is for people who are like, ooh, the next person coming in. I feel like this is for people who have either recently got out of a relationship or who are currently in a relationship, and it's really heavy. So if you're in a bad mood, this is not the reading for you. If you don't want to hear anything negative or heavy, this is not the reading for you. Please do skip this reading, specifically group number 3, because it's heavy. And this message is for people who are very specifically in a negative spot in a relationship or just getting out of a relationship, okay? There's your trigger warning. Here's your group number 3. The dice. We have Pisces and we have Scorpio. So a lot of water energy here, you guys, which makes sense because this reading is very emotional. This could be Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, 7th house, Juno. We also have Gemini and we have Capricorn. Okay, Gemini and Capricorn. So possible zodiac signs here. Doesn't have to be, but could be. Now, your first card we got here, you guys, is the 5 of Cups. The 5 of Cups is very much, I mean, look at it. What do you think the 5 of Cups is talking about? It's a blue heart. Does a blue heart sound very healthy to you? No. Okay, it doesn't. There's also a crow on it, or a raven, or whatever. Basically with this is disappointment. All right, so automatically, this is how I feel. And again, I'm so sorry if you're not looking for a heavier message. You don't have to get into a relationship with this person if y'all don't want to. We have free will. So keep that in mind. You can avoid this person if you feel like it or if you want to. So with this, the 5 of Cups, you guys, speaks on disappointment. It speaks on something that we had a lot of hope for, okay? We had these 5 cups and we was like, hot diggity dog, I have 5 cups and they are all filled up and I am so excited. I'm gonna skip down the road being excited about my 5 cups. And then the 5 cups fell over. The wind came in and it went, whoo, and the cups went, woo, and we're sad and we're upset. And we're like, I was so freaking happy. I was so excited. And my excitement just got like kicked out of me. So disappointment, sadness. Okay, so that's what that is. Then we have the naked heart. We have the naked heart, you guys. And the naked heart talks about vulnerability with your heart. It talks about following your heart's desires as well. So I do feel like this relationship, I don't want to say it's a relationship that is based in like a lot of love because I don't know. But I do feel like what this relationship has is real authentic emotions, right? So it's not necessarily that this relationship is all bad, right? Because obviously like these two cards they're very opposite looking, right? We got the blue heart, we got the red heart. So this relationship is not all bad, and I don't feel like it starts out obviously with this disappointment. It starts out with this naked heart. It starts out with this vulnerability. It starts out with this hopefulness of like, oh, this could be my person, or I'm really excited to get to know this person, or whatever it may be, you guys. And that's why this disappointment is like coming up, because it's like we were excited, we were vulnerable, we were ready for love, we were open to it. We thought this person was somebody that they may not be. And now we're disappointed. Perhaps this person presents themselves, you guys, in a light that is not authentic, okay? And perhaps you guys are being really raw and authentic with who it is that you are and what it is that you want. And this person may not be doing the same, which is why this, like, this energy right here is coming up. So, yeah, it's heavy, you guys, okay? And then we have the Three of Swords. And the Three of Swords literally talks about... your heart being hurt. Okay, it's sadness. It's literally the card that embodies a broken heart. Sometimes this card does talk about third-party situations. I don't know if I feel confident saying that, you guys. Based on the other cards that are here, I don't feel confident saying that this was a cheating situation. Obviously, cheating is a common thing, so I don't want to shy away from saying that either, but there's nothing else here that would necessarily give me like they're a cheater or there's cheating involved. But regardless, this is a broken heart, okay? So I'm sorry, group number 3. I really am. I really am. This is, again, disappointment. I was really hopeful. I was falling in love. I cared about you so much, and it's like you just broke my heart. The next card we have here is Earth. This is Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo energy. Taurus are heartbreakers, you guys. Every Taurus I've been with, like, breaks my heart. This says persistence, patience, and practicality. Okay, so let's say this. Let's say, there is disappointment taking place in this relationship. There is heartbreak taking place in this relationship. If any of you decided to stay in this relationship, it would take persistence, patience, and practicality, okay? So that means accepting this person for their dark side, accepting them for the things that you maybe don't like or things that you're not 100% comfortable with. And I don't want to promote any of you staying in a relationship that's toxic, but I also can't prevent you guys from doing what it is your heart wants to do. So if you guys want to do something or want to be with somebody and they're not the best for you, all I can say is that you deserve love, you deserve happiness, and if somebody is not able to give you the love that you have dreamt of, then I would encourage you, human to human, to walk away from that. However, I can't obviously force you to do that. So yeah, usually this gives me like stable energy. This gives me like, ooh, we're rock solid, things are moving in a good direction, in a stable direction. But with the wording of this card, I do feel like this relationship would require patience and persistence. Also, you guys, take note of this heart here, okay? It's like half of a heart. It's like this half is like healthy tissue and this half is like bones. So this may be like a lopsided relationship, or a relationship where only one person is putting in the effort, putting in the work. Now we also have Aquarius here, and this is originality, philanthropy, progressive images. So with this, you guys, I do feel like it's very possible that the reason why you feel so connected to this person or you want to be with this person is because they are so different. They are original. When you're with them, you may feel like, oh my God, I've never met someone like you. I've never connected with someone like you. I've never gotten to know somebody like you. And that is a very alluring thing. And that is something where it's like, I want to be with you because I've never met someone like you. But at the same time, you guys, like, I've never met someone like Ted Bundy. I don't necessarily want to be with him. You know what I'm saying? So like, I would just consider everything else. So yeah, this person could be someone who's very original. This relationship could also be like a relationship that you have never had before. I do feel like the emotional intensity is very strong in this relationship, but I feel like it's strong in a way that is more, I don't want to say volatile, but it may be a little bit more, flamey, okay? So yeah, uniqueness within the relationship. Have embraced your emotions, you guys, all right? And it says, allow your feelings to surface and be accepted. Don't try to stuff your feelings down in this relationship. Group number 3, don't feel ashamed for your emotions or for how you're feeling. Don't let anybody convince you that how you feel is wrong. If something hurts you, don't allow anybody to tell you that you don't have the right to be hurt over something. If something makes you feel uncomfortable, like, you're allowed to have boundaries. Everybody has different boundaries, and you're not wrong for having your own boundaries. There are 7 billion people in the world. There's somebody out there that can meet your boundaries or respect your boundaries. You don't have to stay in a relationship or with a person that does not respect your boundaries. And here's the thing, I'm about to go off on a little tangent, but I feel like oftentimes people feel like their version of, like, their boundaries are the only boundaries people are allowed to have. And I know for me, like, I'm someone where I respect the boundaries of other people. If someone tells me, hey, I'm uncomfortable with this particular thing, I try to respect those boundaries, even if they're not boundaries that I personally have. If those are your boundaries, those are your boundaries. If I don't like it, then I can just walk away. It's wrong to try to hold people to your boundaries and your boundaries alone, right? Allowing everyone to have their own boundaries is very important, you guys. So embrace your emotions, you guys. Don't feel bad for experiencing certain emotions. Don't feel like you have to hide your emotions. Don't feel like, if I talk about this person's gonna leave me. If that's the case, you guys, then this person's not worth your time. So, all right, moving along. This isn't surprising, you guys, because obviously adult compatibility coming up, but we have this adult compatibility and then vulnerability concerns. So I don't know if I enjoy this person, you guys. To be honest, I feel like they got a lot to work through. I feel like they need to purge a lot of their, like, inner trauma, okay? But this adult compatibility, for me, this person may use their physicality in order to express their emotional self, because they may not be very good at expressing their emotions verbally or through acts of love or acts of kindness. So they may express their love or their emotions through this adult energy. There's vulnerability concerns in this relationship. Again, either on your part or on their part, but I do feel like it's probably more so on their part, because someone here has a naked heart, you guys. Somebody in this connection has a vulnerable heart. Someone in this connection has a heart that is very open and willing and ready to love. And this other person here is, like, scared. They're like, I don't want to fall in love, or I have vulnerability concerns for this reason or for that reason. So, yeah. Okay. So we have a breaking point, okay? And it says, limit, final straw, overwhelmed. Limit, final straw, overwhelmed. There may come a breaking point. So in this relationship, you guys may put up with a lot of crap. You guys may put up with cheating. You guys may put up with lying. You guys may put up with certain things that you wouldn't normally put up with. And I'm not saying this person's going to cheat on you. I'm not saying this person's going to lie on you. But I'm saying those are examples. You may put up with things that you would not normally put up with, or that you would not normally feel comfortable with. And there's going to be a point where you're just like, I cannot do this. I cannot do this. I deserve better. And I hope you guys get to this point really quickly, or I hope you guys just avoid this relationship or this person altogether. But if that's not the case and you guys need to go through this relationship for, whatever spirit has in mind, I just want you guys to remember that your boundaries are important. Okay, you guys? Now, we also have emotional storm. This says turmoil, unstable, and affected. So there's a lot of emotions here, you guys. Okay, and it just feels like a really, really toxic situation. It feels like a relationship that's completely and totally just not healthy. And again, maybe there's love here, maybe there's not love here. I don't want to sit here and tell you either way, because you could love someone and still be toxic, right? You could love someone and just be messed up and needing to get help and to be toxic, right? I know this for a fact, but that doesn't mean you should put up with it, you guys. So if you're experiencing this emotional storm right now, please leave if you are capable, or just put into motion a plan to get out, because I don't want you guys to be in a situation where you're getting hurt or where there's negative experiences happening to you. I don't want to get too specific, but please consider developing a plan to get out, okay? If you haven't yet gotten to this relationship, obviously, you guys, if you start seeing red flags of somebody, listen to your intuition, okay? Listen to what your heart is telling you, and don't doubt what your intuition is saying. If someone's giving you sketch vibes, get out, okay? We have trapped here as well, and this is stuck, tied down, and captive. Some of you may be married to this person. Some of you may be in a relationship with this person already, maybe living together. Maybe you have children with this person and you feel like you can't go. You feel like you're stuck. You feel like you're trapped. There are resources online that can help you, especially like women out there. I don't know if you have family or friends that you can reach out to, you guys. This is getting really heavy and this is getting really intense, and I don't want to get too heavy and intense in this reading, you guys, but if you are experiencing this, I do want to encourage you guys to please go out and get help wherever you can. Again, whether it's like finding a website like a women's shelter that can help you, calling your friends, calling your family, reaching out for help, you guys, I feel like is really important if you are feeling stuck and tied down. Now, it could also just be feeling emotionally stuck, like I'm in love with this person and I don't feel like I can leave. You guys are strong enough to do this, and it may hurt for a long time, but it's worth it if you guys feel like you are being put in a position that's not healthy or safe for you. Then we have rejection. This says abandoned, missed, irrational fear, or dismissed irrational fear. So there may be some rejection involved, you guys, which, to be honest, like if you're getting rejected, I don't know. I just don't feel like this is a healthy relationship. So the rejection for me is just like, I don't feel like it's healthy in the first place. So like, I don't know. We're going to move on to the last few cards here. We have, it's time for me to heal now. So there is a learning lesson in this relationship, you guys. Perhaps this person's coming into your life to show you what it is you don't want, or how it is you don't want to be treated. Healing will occur within this relationship, outside of this relationship, through this relationship. Healing will happen, okay? And then we have, I hid who I really am from you. Group number 3, I don't feel like this is necessarily someone who's coming in. For some of you watching this, I feel like this is a very specific message for some of you who are in this relationship. Please just find a way out. And again, I know it's easier said than done, but please, you guys, like, you don't deserve to be hurt. You don't deserve to be in a situation that is toxic. You deserve better than that, and I want you guys to find that. So there's that. I'm not going to even do the letters for this group, you guys, because to be honest, like, I don't want anyone who listened to this reading to relate to it. I don't want anybody in this reading to be in this relationship. So I'm not going to pull the letters because I don't want to manifest that for you guys. Here's the thing, you guys. Overall, this relationship just feels toxic. This feels like a karmic relationship that has come in to teach us something. And this just doesn't feel good. It feels like one person is really loving and open to love and ready for love and looking for love. And this other person, I don't know if they have negative intentions or if they're just a negative person. But regardless, like, the two energies aren't coming together. Like, it doesn't feel compatible. It doesn't feel healthy. So, yeah. I'm sorry, group number 3, if you guys relate to this. I wish I could freaking hug you and squeeze you and tell you that it's going to be okay. Tell you to walk away from this person or whatever it is that you guys need to do. But yeah, and if you haven't met this person yet, group number 3, don't. Just don't, okay? Someone gives you a little bit of a red flag, say toodaloo, not from me, okay? You guys deserve better. You guys deserve love, and I don't want any of this for you. So with that being said, you guys, yeah, that's the reading. Thank you guys. Again, I'm sorry if you related to this. I hope things get better. I'm sending you as much love as I possibly can. I love you. You guys are strong, and I will see you guys in my next reading. Okay, bye. Hello, group number 4. I just got back from a little walk. I had to cleanse the space. Group number 3 was heavy, so yeah, there's that. Anyways, let's start off with the astrology dice. We have Cancer and we have Pisces. Hello, Cancer. Hello, Pisces. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Juno, 7th house. Ooh, I got a little bit itch. Okay, and then we have Cancer and Virgo. Hello, Cancer. Hello, Virgo. The first card that popped up for you guys was the 8 of Cups. Now, the next card that popped up is really like what gave me clarification on this card, but this is talking about walking away from something. So you're walking away from a job, you're walking away from a toxic relationship, you're walking away from a moving or a living situation, you're walking away from a friendship, etc., etc., etc. You fill in the blank, girl, okay, or boy. but we're walking away. Okay, we're saying goodbye, toodaloo, we are walking. All right, we're leaving something. That's when I feel like you're meeting this person, you guys. And I'm not picking up too much on like how we're meeting them or like when, but I do feel like at the point of your guys' meeting, either you or they are walking away from something. Maybe you guys are dropping out of school. Again, maybe you guys are quitting your job. Okay, whatever this thing is, it was toxic. Okay, again, if it was a work situation, if it was a friendship, if it was a living situation, if it was a job, if it was anything, it was toxic. Okay, and you guys walked away from this, or this person walked away from this, and that's what the beginning of this reading is looking like. So you guys meet through walking away or letting go, releasing something toxic, and standing in what it is that you believe in, standing in what it is that you believe is important. Group number 4, okay? The Judgment card talks about standing up for your morals, okay? So this is quite literally saying, I'm not lowering my standards. I'm not going to change what I believe on a personal level, on a moral level, to suit you, okay, Mr. Devil, okay? I'm not going to sacrifice my belief system or my standards for you, Mr. Devil, okay? Not doing it. It's not going to happen. So I'm super proud of you guys, or I'm super proud of this person, because how this relationship starts is so freaking powerful, because we're literally walking away from this. This is not easy to do. This is really hard to walk away from this 8 cups, because at one point it made us happy. At one point it was everything we wanted. Okay. And the devil is something that is really addictive. It's something that we find pleasure in. It's something that we find connection to or comfort to. And it's oftentimes really hard to leave this devil card, right? It's hard to leave whatever is signifying the devil. But like, you did it, or they did it. And I'm really freaking proud of you guys, okay? So also the Judgment card is a butterfly, okay? So a metamorphosis is taking place when you guys meet this person you're going to be in a relationship with. I'm really happy. I feel like this is a really beautiful start to a relationship, because it feels like such a power move. It feels like such a, you know what? I'm going to get what I want. I'm going to stand up for what, I'm not lowering my standards for nobody, okay? Period. It feels really like a power move, you guys. Now, we also have the 7th house, and this is profound relationships. This oftentimes talks about marriage and serious relationships and things like that. Profound relationships, intimacy, and romantic partnerships. So again, you guys, 7th house is heavy here. You guys may have your moon in the 7th house, because we also have the moon here, which talks about emotions and spirituality. This is satisfy emotional needs, nurture self and others. So yeah, basically this is going to be a very significant, important, profound relationship in your guys' life. I feel like this is a relationship that is based on health, okay? I feel like this is a relationship that's based on like, we both meet each other in the middle. We both meet each other where each other is at, and like, it just works. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like either of you are going to have to compromise largely on the relationship, which I do think all relationships do require compromise to some degree. However, with this relationship, I feel like there's such a natural flow, or a natural like compatibility or flow with you guys, that there's not too much compromise that needs to take place, because you guys are already such a good match. So yeah, this person is going to satisfy your guys' emotional needs. I feel like if you're someone where you need a lot of like emotional confirmation or words of affirmation, I feel like this person will be able to provide that for you guys. I feel like this relationship altogether is going to be a really long-standing, important relationship, okay? And on an emotional level, I do feel like you guys have a connection that may be unlike other relationships you have had in the past. When you meet this person, you may be like, oh, you, sir, ma'am, are the reason why my last relationships didn't work, because they weren't you. It didn't work because me and you, okay? But me and you. It may feel like that, guys. It may feel like that, you guys. So, yes. Also, I do want you guys to take note of this mountain here. I do feel like in order, again, to get into this relationship, how you guys meet this person is through you guys climbing this mountain, reaching the peak, and saying, no, I've had enough. I am going to go back down, okay? I am living my life on my own terms. I'm done with this mountain. I'm done with this hurdle. I'm walking away from this devil, and I am going to have my victory, right? So, yeah. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. We have healing in progress. So it is very possible for you guys, group number 4, that there is still some healing in process. Again, it could be on your part or their part. Whoever walked away from the devil, I feel like is the person, or maybe both of you, are healing. But this relationship, it's not, there's band-aids here, right? There's band-aids on the moon. The moon is emotions, you guys. So it's like we are emotionally bandaging ourselves up. This person, this relationship creates, I feel like, a safe space, right? A place where we're able to not, we don't have to hide our emotions. We don't have to be fearful of expressing our emotions. So there is this feeling of like patching up some emotional damage that may have been done to us in the past, either in past relationships or in childhood. So healing in process, all right? It could even be, you guys, this person is encouraging you guys to go to therapy or to open up more, to talk about your emotions more, and to not keep stuff in. Because it's not necessarily this person's job to heal you, or it's not your job to heal this person. This relationship could just be providing a lot of like, babe, why don't you go to therapy and talk to someone? Like, I think it would really benefit you to talk to someone. Or why don't you just talk about like what happened in your childhood? Like, I'm not going to judge you. You don't need to be afraid of me leaving you. Like, I'm here just to listen, right? So that could be another thing, you guys. But I do feel like overall there is some emotional healing. Maybe you guys are just going through emotional healing on your own, but being encouraged through this relationship, right? We have giving and receiving. This goes both ways, you guys, okay? Again, this relationship just feels very compatible. It feels like I give, you receive. It goes both ways. You know what I'm saying? It's not a one-sided relationship. It's a relationship where we both love and care for each other, and we're not afraid to show each other that we love and care for each other. It feels like a very, very healthy relationship, you guys. To be honest with you, this person may even be encouraging you guys to walk away from this devil, especially if it's a job or a school situation or friendship. This person could be a very important driving force behind you guys leaving this devil, okay? So, yeah, I mean, this is a really beautiful relationship. The next card I have, group number 4, is romance, okay? Romance, and it says lavish the one you love with personal affection and attention. So with this, you guys, here's the thing. Everyone wants to receive love differently. Everyone wants to receive love differently. Okay, for me, I'm someone where I'm a very physical person. So the way that I express my love is through physical acts of like intimacy or like touch or just physicality, right? That's how I express my emotions and my love for somebody. Now, other people like to express their love through gift giving. Other people like to express their love through words of affirmation. So I feel like it's important in this relationship to keep the romance alive and to cater to one another's love language and to be respectful of that, and to keep in mind like everyone loves differently. I do feel like you two may share a love language, so you guys both may show your love through giving gifts or through physicality or through words of affirmation. I do feel like that's very possible that you both have the same love language, but if you don't, I do feel like it's important that we, like, both parties are, you know, reciprocating the love, which I do feel like that will take place because we do have this giving and receiving. Oh, we have yin and we have yang, you guys, okay? Yin and yang, masculine and feminine, you guys balance each other out. Now, I think the first group was kind of like this, where I was like, it feels like opposites attracting, but the first group had a little bit of like sparky energy to it, where it was like opposites attracting, but there may be some collision. In that. With you two, your different traits, like the differences that you two share, balance each other out. I feel like you two complement each other very, very well. So like where you lack, this person has strengths. Where you have strengths, this person may lack. So you guys, I feel like, balance each other out in a way where it's like you two make very good partners and like teammates. So when it comes to accomplishing a goal, or when it comes to trying to work something out or trying to figure something out, you two both have like the necessary tools to get something accomplished. If you two ever decide to have kids with each other, I feel like it will be a very beautiful blend of masculine and feminine energy coming together to raise these children. And you both have different skill sets that are going to help raise your children, right? Bring up your kids in a way that's balanced, okay? So I love this. And it's not to say that you two necessarily complete each other, because we are whole and complete on our own, but it's almost to say that, like, you know, like, peanut butter and jelly just go better together, in my humble opinion. Now, you can mix it up. You can say toothbrush and toothpaste, you know, like, your toothbrush works on its own, right? Your toothbrush is a complete and whole toothbrush on its own. Your toothpaste is a complete and whole toothpaste bottle on its own. But, like, when you bring it together, you have a really nice mix. That's what you two feel like. It's not that you two complete each other, but it's that bringing you two together, it just works. It just freaking works well, you guys, okay? Now, moving on, we have past life, okay? And this is deja vu, repeated patterns, and karmic lessons, okay? Now, karmic lessons, like I explained in the first group, karma can be both good and bad. It just depends on the individual, okay? Karma is not a good or a bad thing. It just is a thing, okay? So it just is. So depending on you and depending on this other person, this could be good or bad. I am feeling like this is more good, you guys, just based on all the other cards that are here. Past lives could be talking about you two sharing a past life together. It could be talking about you feeling very familiar with this person. Perhaps when you meet this person, you guys get to talking and you two have a lot in common, or you two may have shared a lot of the same life experiences. Maybe you guys have been at the same place at the same time and not, like, known it, you know what I'm saying? Maybe you guys share friends that you are unaware of at the time. But I just feel like whatever it is, there is a level of comfortability, or there is a level of recognition of this soul, okay? There's a level of, like, I feel like I know you already. I feel like we've met. I feel like you just feel very familiar, okay? You feel like someone I should have known before. So yeah, also deja vu may be occurring rather frequently in your guys' life around the time that you meet this person, or when you meet them, it may feel very much like deja vu. And repeated patterns, it could also be talking about perhaps you guys finishing out a pattern that you guys shared together in a past life as well. So there is that. Now we have soulmates here, you guys. Now I am someone who does believe that we have multiple soulmates. So it is very possible for a lot of you watching this that this person is one of your many soulmates in this lifetime. This says deep love, unity, and connection. Okay, so there's deep love here, which has opened up or has come up multiple times here, you guys. We also have an open heart, and it says receptivity, empathy, and vulnerable. So again, I am willing to give you my heart, and they are willing to give you their heart. Like we are both willing to give each other 100%. We're both willing to be vulnerable. We're both willing to put our hearts on the line for each other, for this relationship, for love, okay? It's not a one-sided situation. It's a two-way street, you guys, where both people are trying in this connection. Both people are willing and wanting to have this connection grow, to have this connection go somewhere further than just, you know, another relationship. So yeah, you may know very early on, you guys, that this person is your soulmate. Even if you don't verbally express that, I feel like you both may know in the back of your mind, like, this is the one. You may go on your first date and come home and tell your girlfriends or tell your mom or tell whoever and be like, I think I met my soulmate tonight. I think this is it. I think we are wrapping up the shop. The shop is about to close, okay? It's been bought. So that's the situation. Now we have, I'm afraid to contact you. This is talking about nervous energy. Okay, so someone in this connection at first may be nervous to communicate. They may be like, look, babe, I'm not trying to bother you. I don't want to be annoying. So there may be some hesitancy at first, you guys, to fully just like, I'm in love, here's my heart, okay? And it's because we don't want to scare away the other person. So either you or this other person may be in a situation where it's like, I'm scared to contact them. I don't want to bother them. I don't want to overload them with like my heart. So be aware of that, all right? Now, we also have, I wish I could share my good news with you. So for me, this card always talks about like coming home at the end of the day and being like, I just want to share my day with you. I just want to tell you all the good things that happened, all the bad things that happened. When something exciting happens in their life, you guys, I feel like you're going to be the first person that they call when they get their promotion at their job, when they get accepted into that program they are wanting to get accepted into, when you guys get accepted for a house, okay? I feel like you are the first person that they want to call when they get really exciting news, okay? So, beautiful. And then I'm starting to understand our connection. I'm realizing that this person may be my soulmate. I'm realizing this person may be the person that I'm going to spend the rest of my life with. So, there's that. Now, I will go ahead, you guys, and shuffle or mix up some letters for you. All right, group number 4. These are the letters that popped out for you guys. Go and see if you can find your name, your initials, this person's name, this person's initials, if you guys have nicknames for each other, or words that may be significant in this connection. Overall, you guys, this feels like a very romantic relationship. This feels like a relationship where you guys both give each other what the other person needs. It also feels like you guys, like your differences make each other stronger. Does that make sense? Like, again, like you guys make a really good team because where you lack, they have strengths. Where they lack, you have strengths. You guys are really compatible together on that sense. Also, I do feel like you guys, even though there's differences here, you guys still have enough in common to where I feel like you're able to relate to each other. You guys may morally be on the same level. As far as like life goals and what is important to you, I do feel like you guys are on the same page with that. There may be some nervous energy, you guys, especially in the beginning and with being vulnerable or communicating. There may be some fear around that. Also, you guys, I do feel like this could have potential to be a soulmate connection for some of you watching this, okay? This is definitely a connection where you both are going to have an open heart and be willing and ready to fall in love, okay? I don't feel like there will be resistance for this falling in love. That is your next relationship, you guys. That is a love story of you and your next relationship, you and your next boyfriend, your next girlfriend. That's what I got for you guys. Let me know down below if you guys are excited. I'm excited for you. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you. I love you. And I'll talk to you guys really soon. Okay, bye.